staying safe while coming together. Despite warnings, choir directors say there is a safe way to sing. Next. In the age of physical distancing, this is a new normal for Canadian choirs. Belting out a tune or two virtually. It sounds good, but singing together apart isn't hitting the right note for everyone. Besides music, choirs are all about connection, something missing for a lot of people right now. And so, as Deanna Sumanak-Johnson explains, even as some health officials caution against it, Canadian choirs are pushing to resume in-person practices safely.
Their voices usually attracted crowds, but this summer, this is the only way the Elora singers and many other choirs in Canada are getting together.
Right now, it's a caution to people that this is not the time to be having your choir practice.
And that struck the wrong chord. A group of choir directors wrote an open letter criticizing what they called out-of-date, insufficiently researched, anecdotal, and sensationalist information.
Singling out choir singing as this very dangerous activity, we just want to be sure that it's not that narrative that is beginning to shape and form the policy that governments follow.
An early high-profile case where more than 50 singers in a Washington state choir contracted COVID, with 2 members dying, caught the attention of lawmakers. But how choirs typically rehearse likely played a role in public health recommendations, says Dr. Isaac Bogosh.
When we think about risk factors for COVID-19 infection, it's getting people in close proximity in an indoor environment where you can't practice physical distancing and where you're not wearing masks.
In Europe, some choir practices have resumed, with singers standing at a distance from each other. Masks and outdoor rehearsals can also reduce risks, according to a new German study.
With surgical masks, you can sing and you can talk, you can breathe, but they prevent or they retain the droplets and some of the aerosol.
Mark Vornan says Canada's choirs would be happy to follow suit.
We just want to have a seat at that table to be able to discuss how can we modify the kinds of activities that we do to do them safely.
Until they can sing, he will continue using his voice to make sure Canada's choirs aren't silent for much longer. Deanna Sumanak-Johnson, CBC News, Toronto.